the driving. Dart First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free Dart Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free Dart Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Good morning, Wilmington. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm off, I got distracted. Saw the guy with the balloons walk by. It just totally took my mind.
It's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Woo! And if you don't know, this is my lovely co-host in all red in honor for Valentine's Day, Miss Vincenza Cadiati Russo.
Thank you, Ivan. I was trying to figure out what should I wear this week, in honor of so many things that are happening this week, but Valentine's Day weekend is approaching. Even though Valentine's Day does fall on a Monday, in the restaurant industry, we celebrate the entire week and weekend building up to Valentine's Day. So
real busy for you guys around that time?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I hope that it will be busy for all the local eateries and local restaurants this weekend. Moving into Monday, I hope that everyone has a packed house, packed reservations safely, but more so for the businesses that have been struggling. We really need all the reservations and support that we can get, since it's been so tough this winter.
Look, I can only imagine. But the good thing about it is mass mandates are about to be up inside. So
which is a good sign.
Yeah,
I think that's
it's a good sign. It's a good sign. But we have a beautiful show today, an awesome lineup. We have my main man from CCAC, Christina Cultural Arts here, Mr. Is it Doctor? Is Doctor? Mr. Ray Rhodes here. Who else we got, man?
We have Reuben Dhanawade, or host of Reuben's Indian Kitchen on DETV. Very excited to chat with him. I've actually been looking forward to chatting with Reuben, even though we work at the same company, at the same news station. I've never had a chance, we've never crossed paths, so I'm so excited to talk with him and chat with him.
What you need is some Indian pizza. Indian, Italian pizza.
We never know.
Could that happen, Reuben?
We're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
You never know.
And who else we got?
Yes.
Look at her. She just lit up.
When I received this script this week, I was very excited about this. We have a beauty queen joining us.
Look, she's happy.
I know. Sophia Hughes, Miss Delaware Juneteenth 2021. I am so thrilled to finally meet her in person. I feel that I know her as well because of social media. We support each other. We're in the beauty queen pageant world, we all really do support each other, even though we've never met. And even though she's a different organization, she's still out in the community, making a difference, standing up for what she believes in, and I'm just so excited she's going to be on the show with us today, and we'll get to know her.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. So real quick, we have, today, this month is Black History Month. Like I said last episode, Black History Decade. We're doing it strong this year, these next couple of years. So with that, there's a lot of things going on, especially at Christina Cultural Arts. They got the Richard Raw concert coming up. They have conversations with B.B. Coker coming up. You don't want to miss it. Go to their website, check their website out. Mr. Rhodes, what's the website? CCACDE.org. Go there and check out for all coming events to see what's happening in, I don't want to say your neck of the, because someone else already said that, in your community here in Wilmington. So super excited about that.
Also, I will chime in, if you are interested in continuing to celebrate Black History Month, or what I like to say, year, decade, forever. Black History Month. Go visit www.history.delaware.gov. The website. Yes. Oh, yes. I remembered it because I felt it was really important that we give our viewers a place to go if they would like to educate and celebrate this month, which is so important. But what we're doing in the state of Delaware to celebrate Black History Month, which I think is so important. And I love that our state is giving all of our viewers and our community a place to go and celebrate. And there's events, actually active events that are happening throughout the month. So definitely check out that website to be involved. And yes,
and while you're checking out the website, you might want to check out this book, right? Look, this book by Harold Wright Smith, PhD. Dr. Harold White, it's amazing. Look, it's one thing about seeing, hearing about Black history all around the world, but when you have Black history right here in your town, in your city, in your state, you have to celebrate it. So lately I've been posting, inserts from this book on our Facebook pages and social media pages. It is Images of America, African Americans of Wilmington East Side. It is phenomenal. Just to see Lombard Street back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, it does something to you. So make sure you check this out or go to DETV's page to view the inserts. You'll definitely love it.
I love that the book is featuring women.
There you go.
Yeah, I love that, honoring women and honoring Black History Month. I feel that it's important to remind yourself of those influential individuals in your life that have inspired you, mentored you. And I was thinking, other women. Last week I mentioned two mentors, two people in my life that are important to me. And I wanted to mention two other influential women that are very important to me. Honoring them for this month, for Black History Month, is Betty Park. She was the vice principal of H.B. DuPont Middle School and an educator for, years and years. And she was always one of my biggest supporters, and still to this day is my biggest supporter, and I adore her so much. She actually ended up going to another school and becoming the principal of, I believe it was Pace School, and she was able to really grow and make that school something special. And with my connection with literacy, I was able to actually build an entire library at that school. So she's always been a huge supporter of me, and I admire her and everything that she's always done throughout life. And those are the people that I always keep in mind that I feel should be honored this month. And then one more person who we all know, U.S. Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester. She's another influential woman that we should honor this month. She's nonstop.
I got one.
Nonstop.
I got one. Bernice Thomas, my mother. There you go. We're going to keep it at that. All right, nice and simple.
Love that.
So we also have, I guess we're celebrating National Pizza Day?
Yes.
Look, you're happy again. Good God.
Oh, yes. Today is National Pizza Day. So my advice to everyone watching and everyone here on set, go to your local pizza shop and buy.
Who's our local? Who's our favorite pizza shop?
Our favorite is V&M Bistro, but today we will support all pizzerias. Support all pizzerias. Go purchase a pizza, take a picture, and post.
And hashtag us in it.
Oh yeah, please do.
Us in it.
Yes, tag us too.
Tag us in it. And the one that has the most, what can we do? Make a contest out of this?
Oh, I don't know. Can we?
The one that has the what? The most creative pizza shop, $25 gift card to Wawa. That cool? All right, $25 gift card to Wawa.
You know what? I'll take it up a notch. I'll do $25 gift card to V&M Bistro. How about that?
$25 gift card to V&M Bistro.
How about
so I'll give 25, you get 25. Okay. So that's 50.
That sounds like a
$50
gift
card.
So we just announced a pizza contest. So only today, you have to go to your local pizzeria and purchase a pizza, take a picture, tag the business, tag us, tag DETV or Good Morning Wilmington, and we will select at the end of today who is the best or most creative pizza shot, and we will award them.
I like it.
The $25 gift card to Wawa and $25 gift card to
$50 gift card to you.
Okay.
The V&M Bistro.
Oh, got it. Total,
Okay.
total, perfect.
So yeah.
You got it.
Also, I want to talk about, before we go, I got this from Councilwoman Xanthia Oliver. The local minority meeting for the local minority contractors meeting coming up February 15th at 5 o'clock. And it's going to be at Stubbs School. Make sure you get there. The city of Wilmington is building, and they're looking for minority contractors to jump in and take some of this, I was gonna say take some of this bread, to help out and take some of this bread. Also coming up, we're doing a special episode on Friday, right? Step Africa is coming in the building, and they have 2 free tickets that they're going to give away. So make sure you just tune in to Step Africa on Friday at 12 o'clock for that special episode. It's only a 30-minute live episode. And again, we might do another giveaway for V&M Bistro.
Oh, you never know. You never know. Listen, I love supporting the community. I always believe that you have to give back to the community, and the community will come back in return. So you have to, you know, it's a two-way street. So it's super important to continue to support. And I love that there's so many events happening, and they continue to happen. And I'm sure as the months unfold and things start to get better, to go out and be together and gather, we'll be actually hearing more and more about other future events that will be happening, and we'll let you know as they start to unfold.
So we'll be right back after this message, and coming up, we'll be with Indian chef, the man of the hour. Well, we got a couple minutes of the hour, but this dude right here, you don't want to miss. All right? Chef Reuben, coming up next.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
This message is brought to you by Newcastle County Government.
The speed at which the vaccine has come about has given a few folks pause. But when you're losing 500,000 lives in a span of 6 to 8 months, you must respond quickly. The good news is the technology, the messenger RNA vaccination, is 30 years old. It's been in the lab waiting for the opportunity to take place. Now, most vaccines have taken years to perfect, but you weren't in the kind of crisis that we're in right now. I mean, this is the largest pandemic in 100 years. So you've got to respond quickly because it's responding quickly. And that's the misperception. It's old technology applied in a very new way for something that was deadly and continues to be.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Welcome back, everyone. Sitting down on the plaza with us is a very special guest, but no stranger to DETV family, the host of Reuben's Indian Kitchen, Reuben Dhanawade. Reuben, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. This studio is awesome. This is the first time here. I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, that's right. You haven't.
This is huge.
You've been in the kitchen.
I've been in the kitchen cooking it up.
Working hard.
Whipping up the chicken, remember? How's everything going, man?
Everything's going well. You know, we're getting ready to start shooting season 2 today.
Yes.
So very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Bringing you some great guests this season, and it's going to be awesome.
What was season like? Look, what was season like? When it was your first time on TV?
Yeah.
What was it like for you?
It was awesome. First, thank you for the opportunity, Ivan. But yeah, it was crazy. It was super fun to go in there underneath all the lights and, you know, getting mic'd up and then being able to bring on my friends and family. You know, episode 1 was my mom. She's watching right now.
Hey, Mom.
And so, you know, it was kind of cool to get that started off with my mom. And it was just a great experience altogether. Got some really great feedback from people. Good. And it's really been great to use that as a connecting block with other chefs around the area, too.
Is that going well, like connecting with other chefs?
Absolutely. Sure. Using this as an opportunity to say, hey, do you want to come on my show?
Wow.
Yes.
Show off your craft 100%. It's been,
yeah, no, that's
been really, really cool.
I was looking forward to finally meeting you, Reuben. I feel like I've known you for so long because I watch you on DETV, and then we have so many mutual friends, which I found out we have so many mutual friends. Yeah. Delaware's so small.
Yeah, 1 degree of separation.
1 degree. It went down 6 degrees, right?
Yeah, so I admire what you're doing. I understand the industry so much because of being 3rd generation in the restaurant industry, and I have, I always say I consider myself a foodie. I love food, and I was saying to Reuben before the show started that I love trying different styles and types of food.
Okay.
I am a risk taker. I love to step out of the box. I don't just stick to Italian and pizza all the time. I love to try all different types of ethnicity, and I love to try authentic food. And I was saying to Reuben, you know, recently I have been visiting different Indian restaurants in the Delaware area, and I noticed that I'm really enjoying, you know, the different types of food. I said, you know, Reuben, is it always, are all the, you know, the dishes spicy? Right. I was like, I can't have spicy food, and you were saying that no.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like any other. It's just like in America, right? And anywhere you go in the country, it's going to be different flavors. If you go up north and to the east a little bit, you'll get a little bit more seafood around here, right? Just like in India, it's the same way. Different areas have a little bit more fat. Some areas are a little bit more seafood based. Some places are a little bit more fresh. So it all depends on where you're at in the country. It's actually pretty vast how little we know about the Indian cuisine.
Yeah, that's true.
Here.
So tell our viewers who have never tried Indian cuisine before, how would you describe it? What would be the best way to describe it and invite them to try it?
Colorful.
Colorful, love that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different flavors, a lot of different spices, a lot of different colors, a lot of different types of spices. So I think that's the biggest thing when people try the Indian food, like the Indian cuisine. There's a lot of depth of flavor. So there's a lot of, you know, cinnamon, cardamom, star anise, clove, a lot of those different ginger, garlic, a lot of these things kind of coming together, which you see in other cultures. But when done in Indian food, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more complex.
But you have a different style of cooking than the traditional way.
Yeah, so growing up, you know, when I first started cooking, I didn't want to cook Indian food. There was 2 reasons for that. First reason is I didn't want to be the Indian guy that made curry in a restaurant, right? Okay. So that was like the first thing. Second was I can't make it as good as mom, right? So like I would always compare it to my mom's food, and I was like, well, I can't make it as good as my mom, so like why even try?
Right.
Once the pandemic hit, and I was furloughed from, you know, my job, I started going over to my parents' house a lot, and I was just, you know, nosy in their cupboards and in their pantry, and started seeing these spices and ingredients that I was like, I've never really explored this before, so it kind of lit something in me, like the light bulb went off, and I was like, I need to really explore this and really try to make this more approachable for people.
What age was that? Well, what age did you start like just dabbling in cooking?
So when I started cooking, oh man, I was like 16. So I went to a vocational high school. So season finale of Reuben's Indian Kitchen season 1 actually had my 2 high school instructors on there.
That's nice.
So you know, they were really instrumental in me starting to cook and like really encouraging me. So I've been cooking since I was like 14.
Oh wow.
And professionally, I feel like I've been doing it since I was like 18. Yeah. So the
food is amazing.
I can't wait to try it.
You need to be at the station when matter of fact, you need to stop by today when you cook, right?
Yeah.
Because they always cook. It's Chef Dana, it's Reuben, and it's Chef Ashley there, right? So they're all cooking, and they're all cooking like over the amount of food. I literally think they're cooking for the staff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we have to do. We have to keep the staff happy.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
and Reuben made some. What was it? Wings. Some Indian wings.
Oh yeah,
right?
the chili chicken wings.
The chili
Oh,
chicken.
that sounds delicious.
Yeah, he's invited to the barbecue. Yeah, Ruben's been definitely
Made
invited
it.
to the barbecue.
That's all I need.
Chili chicken wings.
Yeah, so my mom used to make chili chicken growing up. It was she would just take chicken breast and dredge it in, they cut up in chunks and dredge it in cornstarch, fry it, and then she would make the sauce out of like ketchup and chilies and other different seasonings. So we did a take of that because right around the Super Bowl last year we did that.
Yeah, yeah. The
so-
food, like his food is really like when he says colorful, he is not lying. It is. I've never seen anything so colorful and so tasty in my life. Yeah,
See, I can't wait to try. I can't wait to try your dishes. I guess I just have to show up when they're
You just
filming.
have to come in
We'll
on the
let
Wednesday.
you know when they're
Yeah, let
filming.
me know. Let me know the schedule, and I will be there.
Because I think we definitely need to have if we had a kitchen in this studio right here, we would definitely have him cook like a live demonstration. Matter of fact, I was asking Najee, I'm like, is he bringing food? Like she's like, I don't think so. I'm like, damn it, man, damn it.
Reuben. It's okay. Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time.
Next time.
So, Reuben, tell us a little bit about. I know that you're very busy. We did have a chance before the show started. We were able to chat and catch up, and I know that you're a very busy individual. You're always doing something, staying active, but you have a podcast.
I do.
So tell us a little bit about your podcast.
So the podcast is called Guys Who Cry. It's a men's mental health podcast. I do it with my co-host Adam Cook and his uncle Greg Eloise, and they're like sound and video nerds, so they have added this production quality. We started off with just one mic, like one razor mic in the middle of Adam and I, and it just kind of came about because one day Adam was over, and we're both creative souls, so we wanted something to kind of keep us creative weekly. So the podcast idea kind of came about, and we had both talked about what we did over the pandemic. I'm like, well, we cried a lot, so we're like, we talked a lot about that, and just using kind of men's mental health as kind of a reason to talk, and really talking to a lot of great guests about that. Psychologists. We had a professor from UD come on in season 1 of the podcast, and really talk about psychology of crying and like that kind of thing.
Oh wow!
It's been awesome. It's been a really great way to connect with people.
A lot
too
of
on
healing in that?
Yeah. So at the end of each episode, we do a mental health check. So we're just super honest with each other, really open about our emotions on that show. So it's been really awesome to.
Where can people find the podcast?
So you can find it on Spotify. You can find it on anywhere you look for your podcast. So Spotify, Apple, all of those. Anchor is our main distributor, but you can find it anywhere podcasts are available. You can find us on Instagram. Guys Who Cry Official is our Instagram, and we're working on a site and YouTube as well.
All right.
I think that's such a great podcast to have available for not only the adults, but young men as well, as they're going through those developmental years. Now, I don't know what's the age that you focus on for your podcast, but I do feel that it is a necessary podcast to have for our young men, because mental health, as we talk about over and over again, is so important, specifically to our young men.
Yeah.
That that they don't, it's not cool to cry.
It's funny that you say that, because we were brought up that that men don't cry, but I mean, boys cry, men don't cry, and then when you get older, we're like, shit, yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Live.
Men.
It's live.
It's live.
Hey, keep it going.
We on the network. But men do cry. So
and it's okay.
Yeah, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I look forward to listening to the podcast, because I know a lot of men out there that's crying with their hand over their mouth. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I
so
love it.
It's been cool to see the reception that we get, and guys reaching out. It's been really, really fun. And really cool for us. So.
Nice. So your inspiration, you said mom was a good part of your cooking. What is your inspiration, and what do you want people to know about the meals that you perfect?
So I've been doing a lot of different types of cuisine over the years. So I trended to Mexican, and now I'm coming back to Indian, and so now I'm trying to bring all of that together now. So the inspiration now is to try to bring Indian food to people who have never had it. We were talking earlier about a lot of people just know butter chicken, and if I ever open up a restaurant or something someday, I probably wouldn't have that on my menu.
It's common.
Because everybody goes for that. Everybody knows butter chicken, So I think I want to open people's minds up to the other dishes in Indian culture that aren't really as well known. And so I think that's what's super exciting about Reuben's Indian Kitchen, is that it's kind of giving me that platform to show people different aspects of things, different dishes, different variations of dishes, and how you can make it easily at home too.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much,
Absolutely,
Reuben.
Ivan. Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Vincent.
Oh my gosh, of course. I really can't wait to try your food. I'm
Yeah,
so
hopefully
excited,
you guys will
especially
see it
those
soon.
wings.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we need to stop by when he's cooking. and for more, if you want to check out Reuben, check him out here on DETV. There's an episode coming up next at 11. Yep, there's an episode coming up next at 11 o'clock, so make sure you check it. He's filming season 2 right now, so I cannot wait for that because a brother needs to just because a brother needs to gain another 30 pounds. Thanks, Reuben. Well, at least I got Ashley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But make sure you check us out. Check Reuben out. Follow. What can you follow at? Oh, look who's coming through the door. We can't tell. We can't tell him. Not yet. Somebody's coming through the door. All right. But make sure you check Reuben out, and we'll be right back after these messages.
DETV is a group of us who are just doing what we love to do best, and that's bringing Delawareans the news that's been missing for far too long in TV news.
DETV to me is a bunch of hardworking professionals that come in and day out to provide the best content, the best programming that we can provide because we care about this state and the viewers and the residents, our neighbors, our communities, our families, our friends. We want to just provide them with the best content possible, and we're so privileged to be able to do so.
I would describe DETV as a powder keg. Energy undefined.
It's time, Wilmington.
For all of us to do our part
and get vaccinated.
And until it's your time,
keep wearing your mask,
keep getting tested,
and stay safe.
It's time.
This message was paid for by the Wilmington Health Planning Council.
Welcome back. So up next, you're in for a treat. Mr. James Rhodes. Mr. Rhodes is the executive director of the Christina Cultural Arts Center here in Wilmington, Delaware. And I cannot wait to so you guys could talk to him. He's just an amazing human being, but most of all, he's just an amazing human being. Mr. Rhodes.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here.
Oh man, again we meet.
Again we meet.
Again we
Absolutely.
meet. Mr. Rhodes, you are doing amazing things at the Christina Cultural Arts. Let's talk about who you are.
Okay, well, grew up here in Wilmington. I like to say I've probably lived in every neighborhood in the city. Starting from Riverside to South Bridge to North Side, the West Side up top, West Side down the bottom, then of course living on the East Side, going through high school. As a young boy, I grew up and our city was torn apart by the riots in 1968 after Dr. King was assassinated. And my father and grandfather would bring me downtown, and I asked, what did we need to do to get the city built back up? He said, oh, you're gonna need architects and engineers and contractors. So at the young age, I wanted to be an architect. And it's just so interesting. Reuben mentioned your studio looks phenomenal. This building was designed by I.M. Pei, which was a Chinese architect in New York. And I studied I.M. Pei in school while I was at Hampton. And then I had the absolute fortunate honor to meet I.M. Pei when I worked at Princeton University, and I was signing off on his pay request to get paid for doing buildings on campus. So,
full circle.
Phenomenal architect, phenomenal building, and I.M. Pei also designed the Louvre in Paris. So I went on to become an architect. I practiced architecture for 25 years, but during that time I stayed connected with the community. I tutored, I mentored, I coached basketball. Then after 25 years, it was time to get back into the grind, and I wanted to be more out in the public and do more in the community. So that's when I got into government. I spent 3 years in government. I taught in the classroom for 3 years, mentoring students still, and then this fortunate opportunity I got now as a nonprofit executive is probably the most rewarding of my career.
How long have you been a part of the organization now?
I started back in 1997 as a board member. Ray Jones Avery, my predecessor, recruited me as a board member because of my background in architecture to serve on the facilities committee. And I just knew how hard the work was, but how rewarding it was. So fast forward to 2016, I then became academic coordinator in the evening program. And then when Ray announced that she was leaving, I said, you know what, this might be the opportunity to not try to replace her or walk in her footsteps, but carry on a legacy.
So how has that legacy gone so far?
It's going great. We're having a phenomenal time. Like most people, we were affected by COVID-19. We had to transition and pivot a little bit. One of the things we're proud of that we did is you talked about mental health. We could stay connected with our families by finding out what they were going through, what they needed. While we couldn't have classes in the center physically, we reached out and found out that they needed technology help. They needed help with food and housing and clothing. So we couldn't do the food, housing, and clothing. But what we did is we started a mental health counseling where we reached out to 6 professionals. We got a grant, they got the service, and we got the bill. And actually service was the name of the program, the social emotional response to the vast inequities caused by epidemics. It's an acronym. We were able to help maybe 60 families, 70 families get free mental health counseling. And it was mandatory that our staff, our executive staff, take advantage of it because of the challenges that we would have. And I tell you what, it's probably the best 4 hours I ever spent.
Yeah, yeah. There was a heck of a challenge. COVID. I think it was like your first year on, right?
The first year, actually 3 months.
3 months in, 3 months in, COVID comes, boom, and you have to now step into the shoes of Ray Avery,
absolutely,
and then that pivot.
That's right.
And that pivot worked.
It worked.
And along with that program and other, what are some of the other programs that you had that the community can benefit?
Yeah, so Christina is known for School of the Arts. We're going on 77-year-old organization now. We have a School of the Arts program where students can come and adults can come and get intermediate, beginning, intermediate, and advanced lessons in dance, music, drama. We have a literature component where we're talking about the importance of literature and reading because literacy is a big issue. We have an internship program, and you're a benefactor of one of that program where we take interns and put them in creative industries. We provide them with the tools necessary to not only get into those positions, but how do they stay in those positions. Right. We have an after-school program we call Heart Under the Hoodie. It's a tribute to Trayvon Martin, where we teach them that their lives are worth more than a bottle of iced tea and a bag of Skittles. We teach them life lessons. We help them to deal with the vices that they deal with in their communities, in their homes. For example, we like to say that we teach them how to beat on drums instead of each other, in particular our women, how to shoot guns, how to not shoot guns, but shoot cameras instead, and how to act out on stages instead of acting out in their classroom and communities. And in this program, we teach them how to offset those vices that they deal with in their community. And of course, we have a 5-star early learning center where we are aggressively putting 3, 4, and 5-year-olds on track to be able to read by 3rd grade using arts, music.
Excellent. Love it. As a firm believer of promoting literacy, especially starting at a young age, which Ivan, that's near and dear to my heart, I think that's so important to encourage and implement the literacy skills starting at the age of 3 and continuing to help them practice by providing them with the materials and providing them with the support, which you do at CCAC program. I did have an opportunity to look through the website, which I thought was very informative, very helpful for anyone that's just trying to figure out what are the resources and the education that you're offering, and you do what you said. You're offering so much to the community for individuals. I mean, the performing arts, big. Right. That's a big one, and I love that was emphasized. I love literacy, literature, promoting that, and then obviously all these other resources which you're providing. Now, is it free?
Yeah, so we have a sliding scale. Actually, right now we have a number of resources that provide full scholarships to students. So you want to sign up, you just come and say, the executive director told me I can come sign up and get a free class. You get a free class, but what we do is we look at your income to determine how much you pay. So for a $500 class, you might pay only $100. You might pay $200. But we're affordable, and that's what we pledge ourselves on, being affordable. We don't want parents and families to have to choose between paying an electric bill, a light bill, or putting their student through dance and drama classes. And again, we know a lot of families can't afford it, so we make it affordable. So right now, you could probably come and get a full scholarship for any of our classes.
That's wonderful.
Well, I just love CCAC. I'm telling you, because it's been around when I was a kid. I'm really sounding like I'm like 70 years old right now. I want to talk to you about like how can other people get involved and how can they support? And also, I know you got Do More 24 coming up. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so you know, Christina, we probably get, I would say, 60% of our funding through grants and through donations. We do get government assistance and private donations, but anyone can make a donation on our website, www.ccacde.org, or they can come in, they can mail it in. We're at 705 North Market Street, right down in the business district here in Wilmington. But we participate in Do More 24. United Way is one of our bigger supporters, and when they have these campaigns, we make sure that we get on it using social media, you know, Facebook, IG, and those other instruments. So we have a catered end of the year annual appeal campaign, which went well for us last year. And even through the pandemic, despite the challenges, Christina has probably had his best 2 years in 2021 and 2020.
Wow. How many kids? How many kids do you have?
On average, well, in our Early Learning Center, we have 40 students, which is the max based on our size. On average, in our School of the Arts, at any given time, we have 160, 170 students. When I say students, I'm talking youth to adult. I'm actually taking saxophone lessons.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So
there you go.
I played back in 6th and 7th grade, gave it up to play sports, but being inspired by the students there, you know, I wanted to pick it back up. So I have a wonderful instructor who's doing a phenomenal thing. So in that program, our FESIP program, we have about 30 students, 20 to 30 students. And then, of course, we have a number of events throughout the year, performances where we probably get maybe 200 to 300 guests a year. But on average, we touch maybe between 25 and 3,000 people a year throughout the galleries and all of our programs.
Love it.
So you do have many events that happen throughout the year.
Oh,
and I was reading that you have something coming up called Saturday Conversations with B.B. Coker. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
You can't talk about history, I would say, in this city, in this state, without mentioning, and I'm not going to say Black history, I'm just going to say history, but since we're on Black history, let's talk about, you can't talk about Black history in this city without mentioning B.B. Coker. And when we talk about partnerships, BB wanted the partnership with us where she could come on Saturdays and have conversations with our students about the important events, the important people, the important times in Black history, because we know in school they don't get it. So we scheduled February 19th and 26th to have BB come to Christina from 10 to 12. We'll provide breakfast and a light lunch for students. It's open to the public, it's free, where BB just going to drop her pearls of wisdom. And if you ever had a conversation with BB, you'd be begging for more. Like,
now, if I'm correct, Ivan, she's been on the show before.
She was on the show, with Jordan. Jordan, it was BB and her daughter, Joan Coker.
And I remember we watched the show, the interview, and I right away, I felt like the connection. I felt that she has this way of captivating an audience.
Oh yeah,
yes. And it seemed, I never met her, but I feel just from her, you know, the way she carried herself on camera, that wow, she is so powerful and influential, and I hope to meet her someday. So
and we're going to continue it. We wanted to kick it off for Black History Month, but this is going to be a continuous event throughout the year, throughout the years, where BB come in once or twice a month and talk to our students about important facts in our history.
Nice. Other events you got coming up? I saw the post by that dude, Richard Raw.
We're excited to have Richard Raw. If anybody hasn't seen Richard Raw, you need to get your tickets. February 26th, he will be at Christina. Him and his Road Warrior Band. Rich is a phenomenal, again, partner of ours. He teaches in our Heart Under the Hoodie program. He helps students how to create music and videos, and you know, he's a social activist as well. He will be there tonight. Stacy Harcum, my instructor, will be partnering with the Root and Line Library to teach them about rhythm, teach students about rhythm, and then Tiana Sanders will be there Friday to teach on dance. And then, of course, Saturday, we partnered with the Delaware Library and Route 9 Library to talk about how poets can be inspired by students by creating a wayfinding class for them to be able to help inspire poets. So a lot going on this month.
Daggone right.
Very
Give them that
busy.
website again, man.
www.ccacde.org.
Well, Mr. Rhodes, it's time to come to an end. Well, not an end, but we'll see you again soon.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
I'm honored. It's an honor to come in and come talk to you guys. Thank you. You're doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you. And he's not just the executive director, but he's also Delaware's top well-dressed man.
Yes. First thing I said when you walked in.
He's sharp.
You're looking dapper, Mr. Rhodes. I love the way you dressed today.
Thanks again for coming.
I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you again.
We'll be right back with Miss Juneteenth herself.
On June 19th, 1865, the last slaves found out that they were free. And we always like to say, if you don't know where you came from, you certainly don't know where you're going. So we got all these young ladies together and we decided to have a pageant for 8 to 18-year-olds. So we wanted the young ladies to feel good about themselves in terms of self-esteem and self-image, of course, knowing their history, etiquette, and so on. So we start in January and we work with them, usually workshops every other week, implemented dance routine and all of that for the pageant, and then we have their coming out in June.
Hi, how are you? Hi, my name is Sophia Hughes and I attend Cape School of the Arts and I'm 15 years old. I learned about Juneteenth 2 years ago when my mom introduced me to the pageant. I knew nothing about it. I didn't know the importance of June 19th or the Emancipation Proclamation or Abraham Lincoln or what happened in Galveston, Texas.
We're going to see some excellence today with the Juneteenth pageant.
That's what I love about this pageant. It's about pageantry, but it's a different kind of pageantry. It's about your history, walking with your shoulders high because your ancestors went through what they went through, and this is your opportunity to pay homage and celebrate that. My people weren't free in 1776.
We're going to introduce to you the participants in their formal wear along with their escorts.
You taught me honor. I appreciate you. I love you. You are the light in my life.
I think it goes beyond like boasting and bragging and, just wanting to be a queen. And, this means so much more, I believe, because we've done a job here. We've changed attitudes. Khalees and Sophia, step forward, please.
My favorite is when Miss Juneteenth finds out that she's Miss Juneteenth, holding her sister's hand, and they call the first runner-up, and Miss Juneteenth knows.
The name that I do not announce is Miss Juneteenth 2021. First runner-up is Khalees Bartley. Sophia Hughes is our new Miss Juneteenth 2021. To be honest with you, we haven't had a movement like this with Juneteenth and Black Lives Matter since the Civil Rights Movement. And with that said, it's slow. But at least we've made an impact. That's all we can do. We've made an impact.
Everyone, last but not least, we are here with Miss Delaware Juneteenth herself, Sophia Hughes, who is joined by her beautiful mother, Melanie. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Ivan knows.
I know. Look, I'm going to take my chair and just watch because they're all like, Vin is in heaven right now. Like,
we have royalty
she is
in the house.
Heaven. But it's so awesome to meet you, to see you. Congratulations.
Yes.
I know for years Juneteenth was trying to be, people were really trying to get us on the map and get it on the map. And now, bam, it is, and we have you.
Yes.
So welcome and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
So Sophia is also a very accomplished, and we'll talk more about who is Sophia Hughes, but I have to mention this because this is such a big deal. I was reading that Sophia is not only the state representative, Miss Delaware Juneteenth, but she went on to the national competition and placed first runner-up in the nation.
Did you?
That's a big deal.
Wow, that's a huge deal.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
How did you feel?
I felt excited. I also felt very accomplished, and I just felt very content because I know I did my best and I tried, and I definitely felt the results, the process, the results were definitely positive.
Excellent, excellent. That's so true that you felt that I did my best.
Yeah.
And I always say this to any pageant contestant, be the best version of yourself. No regrets. And it's in God's hands, right?
Yes.
That's right.
So I'm gonna let you take her. I'm gonna talk to Mom. Mom, how's it feel? Like what is your thoughts? How are you feeling emotional? Because I know like when our kids go to school, that's my baby. But that's my baby that won. That's my baby that's up there representing for us. Like
I'm super excited.
Yes.
I'm so proud of Sophia. I mean, she's so focused and so driven, and she's such a leader. And I'm just absolutely proud of her and all her accomplishments.
Look at it. See that?
Yes, a proud mom. So, Sophia, I know that this is our first time meeting, but I feel that I have known her because she's so active on social media, and through this whole pandemic, as a title holder, it's a little tough because usually you're supposed to be out in the community, making appearances in person, going to all these gatherings and fundraisers and parades. A lot of that came to a halt, and they're slowly getting back into it, but you've been so active on social media, staying relevant, letting your followers know who you are, what is Miss Juneteenth, which let's tell our viewers. Tell us a little bit about what is the Miss Juneteenth pageant and what does it represent?
So the Miss Juneteenth pageant is a African heritage pageant. It's also a family enrichment program which has been running for, this year it would be our 25th year anniversary, and we've been here for a very long time. Bernie Wilkins, he had brought Juneteenth to Delaware in 1995, and it's just blown up since then. And really the main goal of the Juneteenth pageant is to teach not only African Americans but other people in our community about Juneteenth and African American history.
Now, when is the pageant so everyone could follow, and it should be coming up in the next couple of months? Well, you're promoting it.
It's going to be June 30th at the Grand Opera House.
And I'm sure there's contestants, and I'm sure that they're looking for more contestants. Now, what is the age range?
So to compete for the Miss Delaware Juneteenth title, you have to be from the age of 15 to 18.
Okay, excellent. So do you have a platform that you could tell our viewers about, or something that's close to your heart that you speak on, that you like to represent?
Yes, so my platform is Black Girl Empowerment, but it's really based off my experience with bullying. And I know being bullied at such a young age, my self-esteem and self-confidence was definitely on a down low, and I feel that I want to empower young girls in my community.
Well, that is awesome, right? Because I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about my daughter, 8 years old.
I was just thinking about Maddie. I was like, well, I wish Maddie was here to meet Sophia today.
Because you are a role model for children that's younger than you. Like my daughter would see you and see the tiara and be like, I want to be like her, right? Because same thing, being bullied, and my producer like, no one messes with Maddie. Right? She ready to go to the school. So, but like, how does that feel to have, you overcame the bullying, and now you're showing the younger, say, black girls, black children that, hey, look, you can get through that. How's that feel?
It feels surreal, and I feel very proud of my accomplishments, but also I feel that it's a necessity to have a young African American girl being a role model for the young girls in our community.
That's very, very true.
Summed it up. That's it. My interview's done. I'm like the proud uncle. You know what I mean? I am blown away right now because as you know, like we haven't seen that in a long time. And for the people that fought for Juneteenth, you know what I mean? It meant a lot to them just to be recognized, right? So you come down here in Delaware, and now we have Miss Delaware Juneteenth. It's like, good God, you know what I mean? We're making steps. Even if they're small, even if they're big, we're making steps. And just to have you on here is the reminder for me as a 46-year-old black guy, right, that all things are possible. And again, we salute you, we celebrate you more than you think. You know, keep up the great work and just keep not just changing lives of black girls, but just girls in general, because bullying has no color. Let's get that straight right now, right? So just keep up. If you need anything, let us know. This is your new family, your proud uncles and aunts. All right? God.
So Sophia, I've had the opportunity to attend the pageant in the past. I actually was a judge.
Did you?
Yes, it was many, many years ago, and I was blown away at the talent,
Why?
the skill. I mean, I never knew about the pageant. I'm going to be very honest. I never knew about the pageant until I was invited to judge. And I was blown away. I said, why isn't this getting more publicity? Wow. This was back in, I want to say it was well over 10 years ago, maybe even maybe the beginning when it was implemented in the state of Delaware. But I remember being so impressed with not just the production value of things, but just overall, just the contestants.
Yes.
I mean, impressive. I mean,
well, then that's how it go down, right? There's a little side thing that we can't play. A lot of people don't let us in, right? So we create our own, and then when people see it, they like, where this been? Yes. You know what I mean? So.
Well, now everyone knows, and we're going to continue to get the word out and let people know about Juneteenth, but also the pageant, because I think it's very, very important that we let the entire state of Delaware know about it and the opportunity it offers. Now, is there a prize package or scholarship that's offered with winning the title of Miss Delaware Juneteenth?
So last year actually, I won a $2,000 scholarship for being Miss Delaware Juneteenth.
Congratulations. That's really, really, really amazing. Really.
Yeah, I'm the proud uncles over here. The honorary uncles over here. Just.
Now, was there a talent phase of competition?
There was.
Okay.
So
I remember, actually, I do remember that part. I think that was my favorite part of the whole production and judging the pageant was the talent, because I remember seeing so many talented vocalists that were young. Young. I think, what is the age range to compete in the pageant?
So you can be in the pageant itself from the age of 8 to 18, but to compete for the title, 15 to 18.
I think I remember like an 8 or 10-year-old little girl singing Whitney Houston, and I remember crying, and I think it was a moment in time. I think that was the song, and I remember crying because it was so emotional. See how it's all coming back to me? This was so many years ago.
What was your talent?
So my talent, I'm a vocalist, so I was performing The Prayer by Andre Bocelli and Celine Dion.
We got time? Do we got time? You feel like doing it?
I could sing a little bit.
Can we got time? All right.
Just
a smidgen.
Just a smidge.
Smania mondo senza violenta ormono di giustizia e speranza ormono di meni vicino simbolo di pace ridnanita.
Wow.
I don't know if I want to end the show on that note.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Sophia.
What?
I have no idea.
Are you serious? What?
I'm shocked she did not win the national competition.
Did you hear? Where camera mom? Did you hear that?
I have at the chills.
Yeah. I'm sitting here watching you. You done bubbled all the way.
I know. I have the chills.
Wow.
You're so talented, my
dear.
I wish you so much luck with the future, and if no one has discovered you yet, just wait. Stay in school, focus on school, and watch how your career will blossom. But I am very, very impressed, but more so proud of you that you took a step into the pageant world and saw the positivity that it offers young women.
Is she crying?
Yeah.
You weren't crying, right? You weren't crying, right? Okay.
So I'm really just proud of you, and I'm really impressed with oh my gosh, that voice.
Yeah, man.
That voice. So not only do you have a platform to speak on and a voice that is heard, you have this incredible vocal ability to really just go far in life. I am so thrilled and excited for you to what's come next for you, Sophia.
Mom?
I know.
Mom?
How are you, Mom?
Come on, talk to me, Mom.
Every time she does, I just get chills. I am so proud of her. And you know what? Mostly, Sophia has a beautiful heart. She
could tell.
She has a heart to serve, and she loves people. Really genuine.
Yeah, no, I can tell you.
Your voice, like literally, right? We all have gifts, right? Gifts are something that God gives us, right?
Yes.
And if we don't use those gifts, I look at it like it's a smack in God's face, right? Your gift, you have the ability to open your mouth and change people's feelings. Like my day is going into a whole nother direction just because I heard your voice. So please let everyone hear your voice. If it's what you're talking about or you're singing, do not let anyone stifle your voice. Your voice bounced off of every wall in here and changed everyone's spirit. Please keep on going, sister. Please. I'm done. Close out whenever you feel like it.
Sophia, Melanie, thank you so much for coming on the show, and we hope to have you on again. Folks, we'll be right back.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Hello, DETV family. This is Dr. Rose Kokoza, primary care physician at Christiana Care. I'm reaching out to you because we know that the COVID-19 pandemic is still very much with us, with cases on the rise. Please continue to do what we know works. Wash your hands frequently, social distance, and wear a mask. Let's do what we need to do to move past this pandemic.
That girl, that woman, I'm not going to call her a girl, that young lady brought the Holy Ghost.
Yes.
On a Wednesday morning here to DETV.
I still have the chills. I have the chills.
They want to be with you all day.
Yes.
So, a very beautiful show today. I had a ball. We hope you at home or wherever you're watching us on your cell phone, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, all that you had a ball too. Vin, it's National Pizza Day.
Yes. So remember the contest we said earlier. It's for National Pizza Day. Make sure you support your local pizzerias. Post. Make sure you check in with the business, but also check in with DETV. Tag us, and we will award a $50 gift card from B&M Bistro for the best pizza picture. But make sure you tag us. So. Are you going to go visit?
Are
you going to have pizza today?
Look, let me, what we got? It's the day. Where's she at? Come on. You got your twin with you.
I don't have my twin.
You got the sister with you.
Special delivery from my two favorite hosts.
Oh, how perfect.
She gonna come over here with the daggone pizza. You know,
pizza for breakfast?
I'm gonna wear this pizza all the way out.
Ivan, let's go.
Look. Okay, I gotta take the pepperoni off, right? Because it looks so good. I haven't had. Oh my gosh. Look. Okay.
So Ivan, Margarita. By the way, everyone, this is my sister Margarita. So whenever I say V&M Bistro, I'm the V. This is the M. So welcome, Margarita. And what better way to celebrate, National Pizza Day with pizza from V&M Bistro?
Yes,
but more so, let's.
This is our famous Sicilian pizza.
I was gonna ask you what it is because it is. Y'all go ahead and explain. I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
No,
It's all about the reaction.
It is. I'm having a hell of a day today.
If anybody on set wants a slice, it's here for you too.
Oh my gosh. This is good.
All right.
It's all about the crust.
Yes.
Too.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I know. This is what we've been famous for throughout the pandemic, and it's been our saving grace. So, but we do offer Neapolitan style pizza, which is the more thin crust pizza. We have all different toppings. My favorite topping is prosciutto.
Oh my God.
But okay.
I'm sorry. I'm like.
Well, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, Margarita. We have to close up the show, so we have to thank our sponsors.
What show?
What show? Oh, you forgot we're still hosting a Good Morning Wilmington.
We're having a damn award ceremony, okay? It's a concert. Come on, talk to me. Tell her how it is. Like, oh my gosh.
All right, real quick, we have to thank our sponsors. Ivan needs a napkin right here.
Yeah. Our sponsors, who are our sponsors?
Dart Transit. Out and About Magazine and Wi-Fi Internet Services. Thank you so much. And we are always looking for more sponsors.
We have
Please
one
let
more.
us know.
We do have one.
Let them know.
Trust Contracting. They actually did our floors and our control room. So thanks for Trust.
Yeah.
God, that pizza's amazing.
Yes, make sure you follow us on social media at DETV. And Good Morning Wilmington. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next Wednesday, 10 a.m. at DETV or at Good Morning Wilmington.
I feel like just choking both of y'all. Y'all come in with this pizza.
Thanks,
I'm trying to keep my college weight going. And let's shoot. Thank you, Miss Margarita. Jeez. Hey, Mom, where your mom at? Hey, Mom.
Yeah. Okay.
This is good.